I joined the modern challenge with a hallucination of mine, which is an amulet deck, but with a twist. I keep hearing about the card Malevolent Rumble and how great it is in this deck, so today I'm trying a build which tries to maximize the card by playing the biggest possible amount of permanents I could have imagined. Only Rumbles and 2 Pacts as non-permanent cards. No Scapeshift, no GSZ as misses. Possible we still have interaction spells which are going to mess up, but that's too bad, like that can be avoided. So I just have 6 dig spells and like my Rumble can find an amulet, a land or a threat. With 3 analysts, 4 explorers and Primeval Titan we are trying to achieve the loops this way. Only 5 bounce lands because bounce lands are really bad. And we have Rumble to find them, so that's fine. Let's see if that idea is any good. Crusherbot BG probably is on Hammer, as it is typical for Crusherbot BG. And this hand would be nice with a green source, which I guess technically I have one. But I don't think I'm willing to go through that trouble on the draw. You might die with this hand before casting a spell. No, I meant like Ghost Quarter myself on turn 2. I probably wouldn't die on turn 2, but I guess I could. Gonna go to 5 and keep, I guess. Care of Mana Thief, okay, I care. With Urza's Cave, do I want the Icetill Explorer? Or should I just keep the Grazer? The Grazer might actually be useful, and I think with Urza's Cave Analyst I should be able to loop fairly soon. Maybe keeping it over the second Urza Saga is wise, but I don't think so. Mountain, Springleaf Drum, Memnite. Is that just Affinity? 2 cards left. Is that Thoughtcast? No. Just no place. Opponent graciously kept 7 while I moved to 5. Urza Saga into more Ornithopters. Into, of course, Imskir Iron Eater. 3 mana 5/5, draw 2, lose 2. That's not even that impressive. Although I think on the draw I might lose this game. On the play I would be probably fine. Refurbished Familiar. Well, it's more blockers to put Rumble into play. I guess I should just put Urza's Cave into my graveyard. It's like main purpose is to get reanimated by Analyst anyways. Although Urza's Saga will get a Tomo script or whatnot. Ah, good afternoon, LSD, MTG. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, one could say even.
He's a phenomenal control player. He's a phenomenal control player.
28 month of US Mr. Streamer less than 3.
Of US. This is kind of stinky, but I guess I'll have to Rumble. I'm green limited. Amulet. And a Boseiju, which I can't use anymore, that's sad. Any benefit to grabbing the Boseiju? Not quite. think I just do this and hope for the best, have 3 blockers and hope not to die. Somehow. But it's gonna be hard to just beat a Tormod's Crypt. Unless I draw a T-Town. Nonetheless, LSD and Kappa Hell. Giga, thank you much for subbing to my channel, chat. Shadow Spear? Interesting. What's the skill on Imskir again? Deal 4 damage. I guess I die. Do I feel Icetill Explorer is awkward with the loops? No, not really. It makes you mill your deck, but you just win on the same turn anyways. Triple Amulet and Rumble can give some hope. I mean, the Rumble doesn't do anything against Tormod's really. Do you have an extra land to activate Imskir? My question. Desist. Take 11, live. 10, 11. Go to 2. Trample check, no trample. Trample check, no trample. Sure. 10, 11, yeah, that seems like a live. Will I play the RC? I will, in fact, play the RC, yes. Will you? Yes, well, I didn't hear the answer. I was reading your guide. Well, I will, yes. I am going to the RC. Idly playing Amulet. We have assembled the Aftermath Analyst loop chat. Louis, random SCG Amulet, bro. Have you not watched the Amulet history video? Sure sounds like you haven't. Fair, fair. Shifting Woodland. Well, good hit that I hit it, I guess. Well, it doesn't matter. I had the Urza escape, so I couldn't have fizzled in any way. Oh. Seems like opponent concedes, but we would make infinite titans easily. GP Verona 2013, you are in small ass hotel room with calc, Garrity and some black, and we cannot. figure out how the deck works. We played a league, lost all of them, and decided we should have won if we were smarter, and thus began years of pain. Years of not playing Amulet being the pain, or what exactly? But yeah, that does sound accurate. I'll try boarding Vexing Bauble on the play against Affinity. Point is playing a Rakdos build. I don't know what to expect fully besides Imskir. Probably no Pinnacle Emissary, so I will not be Firespouting. Wait, I have 4 sweepers? Well, seems like a registration error. Bauble OTP is good. I don't even think that's necessarily clear. Like, it's not clearly good on the play. Because you still mess up your own pacts, and is that better than, like, is messing them better than your own pacts?
He's a phenomenal control player.
Like, you
Remember to
still,
vote for
you might
Mr.
end up
Streamer Q,
Collector
carry
Ouphe your own
science.
Vexing Bauble, and then, like, you end up in a tough situation. Well, I did mean to play only 3 sweepers today, but I guess I'm playing 4, so... I was building this deck 5 minutes before registration. I don't know what to cut, so we will register 63. Given that I want to try the deck out, I guess cutting cards in sideboarding is just counterproductive, because that would mean I tried fewer of them. Also, Armek Jinku was a Suba. Are those sweepers primarily for affinity? No, not at all. Quite the opposite. I think I'll try bringing in sweepers against affinity. Firespout specifically can be pretty good against them. But I think, like, in general, sweepers are pretty bad against affinity. Especially if you have Ouphe that dies, but if you have Ouphe that dies to your own sweepers, that's really bad. I think Ouphe is not great versus them, yet there is a treasure vault in play. I think it is not a given that Ouphe is great though. Like, I could see that because it doesn't match up well against Capuchon and not that well against Pinnacle Emissary. Shout or Flute? Spelunking, understandable. It's not the hate you would choose if you wanted to target specifically affinity. That is fair, yeah. Do you think I am completely out of my mind if you want one meltdown for OTD affinity games? Well, you should just play Force of Vigor. Like, I think so, yeah. I think you are out of your mind. You know what? I'll play Simic Growth Chamber. Maybe I'll let them play Nimskir if I pass like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. Force of Vigor. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess it's better to pitch Titan. Except for, like, Titan being in my graveyard purposes. Because then I don't give them a choice, which is just always better. They take Force of Vigor, how bad is it for me? Well, my Spelunkings are blank then still. Yeah. But, like, besides Titan being in the graveyard, I should just pitch Titan, because then they are forced to take Spelunking and I get to keep Spelunking. But I think an enchantment in my graveyard is probably better than Spelunking. Is it? I think so. Yeah, let's do what seems to be the better play. Villain only has 2 cards in hand. Fault Season Affinity seems horrendous. Another Flute, sure. This Raptor Flute looks not as bad because it's an artifact, but pretty bad. We'll need to kill the Flute. We'll see what they do. Probably save Boseiju for a threat at this point. There's 4 artifacts, so Imskir costs 4 mana, draws 2. This resolves. Like, Falsies in Affinity, that's so bad. I mean, it's not much different than Metallic Rebuke, I guess, but it's pretty bad. Do they play black? Well, bro has 2 Falsies in his graveyard, so you tell me. My opponent is playing a Rakdos Affinity build. Game 1 they played Imskir and Refurbished Familiar. Which I think Refurbished Familiar is pretty solid. Like, I'm not against playing that card in a modern deck. Maybe it's a bit low power level. Should I make a construct? Should I rumble? What should I do? Should I play a coin deeps? Probably should rumble. Because rumble can hit threats, so it's actually good in my deck. Chuja tam, nie, no good. Can rumble and make a construct if you want. Yeah, I just really don't like spending constructs. Spending spawns. I'm really against that, but that is, of course, a mistake. But I guess, actually, I'll play the Boseiju and make a construct, yeah. Seems solid enough. I will be able to pick up the Boseiju with Echoing Deeps and Gruul Turf if I want to. Pauper All-Star Refurbished Familiar, no wiadomka. Damn, opponent drew 3 anti-combo cards and they dealt 0 damage to me until turn 5. Nice deck. Who's the affinity deck now? Well, they control more artifacts, I guess. 5 anti-combo cards, I guess so, yeah. 2 flutes as well. Is flute a combo with... Oops. Is flute a combo with Fotsies? I guess it is. Fotsies is not anti-combo, come on. Like, what is it then? What purpose do you bring it in for? Once again, I get a Grazer with no green source. Really sad. Mango Cube is like it just regular cube with more blue. What's the point? I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, just want to draft Mango Cube so you can open Black Lotus and like draft Badlands. Searing Spear? What the hell? Incinerate, Lightning Strike, Searing Spear? What the fuck? Is that normal? Recurring Nightmare used to be in my cube, it was way too strong though. Bunch of cards were cut for power level reasons. I think the last power level cuts were Necromancy and Exhume. Yawgmoth was a power level cut for a moment, but then I decided that the only person who wanted to cut it was TSP and Drek, so I'll mulligan this on the draw, it's too bad. Whoa, punished. I just said, nah, it's gonna be in the cube, it's fine. Sand sucks. This is not good at all. I don't know if that's what I should keep even, but pretty hard to make sense of this hand. Oh, just energy? How far is the Malevolent Rumbling so far? Doesn't fare too much, unfortunately. I play Flage. Icetill Explorer, pretty embarrassing with no acceleration. I play Boros Energy, I play Removal Spell, I play Ajani. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, 9. It's not lethal. This is a hand where I would need Scapeshift to win. And I don't have that in my deck, so that's a little bit of a problem. Fajny format, no zmuliłem się do 5 już. Dałem temu kurwa modernowi trochę spokoju. Filipek. Nie jego wina, że się zmuliłem do 5 na draw i się wyjebałem na agro. No na playu mnie obsrał. Four Icetill feels like too many. Thank you for your input. Going to board like this. Here we can actually play a turn 1 Grazer, so this is shocking and different than my previous hands. We can rely on Rumble finding me an Amulet effect. I've been happy with 2. Sure. Well, I mean, like, this deck is built different than, like, other decks would be. So you've been happy with 2. I don't think that necessarily tells me much, though. That's where my snarkiness comes from. Because, yeah, I still over other payoffs. Like, I am playing a purely permanent deck so that my Malevolent Rumble can be the best it can. That is the point of this build right here that we have constructed. I hope that clarifies it. Should I play out an Analyst? Think so. Blocks the cat water token pretty well. There's Lotus Field. So I won't be able to loop next turn, but we'll see what I can do. You really like Analyst? Yeah, play Analyst in a more value-based way as opposed to a more cringe way. Perhaps. Conspicuously fetching a suitable land and not an untapped mana producing land, so... Whoa, kurwa, Solitude? Witch Enchanter, that's new. I guess RIP my Analyst, but I only ran this first one out because I had the second one. Who's gonna fly? The cat? Kinda makes sense to fly the cat, maybe. It's a shitty draw. No nie! A nie, w Tytana leci, dobra. I guess Analyst got exiled. That's fine. They are playing Boros Scam, okay. We seem to be winning? No, I'm fine. I don't think so. I have so many lands in play. One card in hand. Hmm. I guess my lands will be in play, but that doesn't mean much. Keep the Lotus Field in play, but it is a bit tricky, of course. Arena of Glory. If I draw Icetill, I guess I start replaying lands from the GY. I have two, so I'll probably get somewhere. If I draw a Sweeper, I sweep. Should probably bounce Guide of Souls. My Titans got extracted. I don't know if that's much of a problem. 4 mana haste for creature spells, 5 mana Solitude. Curious. I'll bounce the Guide of Souls. Now with Pyroclasm is nice. But of course my every draw step is a Crumbling Vestige. I still has that important quality of having a memorable name. I feel like it will cause it to have a long future in the format if nothing else. True. Do I want to trade for Solitude? Don't think so. I'll kill the Arena of Glory. I want to play Saga? I think so. Could play Otawara and bounce it back. I think playing Saga might be just better. I'm not attacking though. Just want time. I just want to buy the time. Johnny Knuckle Parhate Kurva. It's not too bad, but it's not too bad actually. It's fine. Doesn't matter. They don't have a red permanent. No, they get to free energy though. That's horrible. No, come on. It's fine though. It's fine. Playing Solitude, so if I bounce it as a Solitude, that's unkind. Play Saga. Vesuva. So I have to bounce the Solitude. No to czarna odzież. That's a very good question, Lizark. Yeah, they definitely should vote. I don't think I can attack, right? If I attack the Ajani, they attack me for... Actually, I can attack. The Solitude, the Icetill attack me, block, block. Take 3, that's fine. Nie no, LUC to słuchałem dużo sobie kiedyś. Tam płytkę i hallucinogenoklektyzm to actually lubię. That just trades for a card anyways, yeah. Is that really what you wanted to do? Why? Why do you, Ajani? Oh, because you get a flying fucking attacker. No, bro, that's so lucky. Come on, Alberto XD. Ty kurwa lakerze zaśmierdły. You voted for Forsen, I would do same. Holy shit, they changed Elegiggle? Who's that? Ki kurwa laker Alberto, nie? Insane. Icetill Explorer should have reached, I agree. Well, I would just... I mean, I got extracted this game, but I probably would insta-win with Escape Shift over Explorer. And a Giga died, which I guess is a lesson we knew about. Opponent seen 6 days ago playing Eldrazi Tron. With 4 Icetill Explorers and then Urza Saga and 3 Ghost Quarters in my deck. I hope they do. Very double analysis, not great. Not too bad though. The second one still mills cards for the next one. The point move to 5. I like my odds in general, given this hand. Draw Mirrorpool. The US should have a errata that says you may bottom this card even if you don't mulligan. I don't think that would do much help. You don't actually want TOS in your graveyard, in your deck necessarily. Just kind of don't want to draw it, but it's not actually bad to draw necessarily. What should I do? Like, in fact, if you have TOS in hand, your Scapeshift can win with like 1 spare mana and 3 lands. Let's do this. Maybe I should play the second Explorer. Maybe that's better. Better against all his dust. Worse against all his dust. Better against Eugene. Could try to win. Well, I could play out the Analyst, yeah. I don't know if that was better than just running out an Explorer, and if it sticks, then like my next turn is great. But I guess like what are the odds it sticks, right? Against the Devourer Ujin deck, pretty small. But now I can try to win. And I will. Yeah, I guess you're right. I probably should have done that. I should have done that, yeah. I have not thought that through all that well. Explorer is free, basically, so you're right. And like I have the Tolaria West in my hand, so like with a blue bounce land, yeah. Let's mill all the pacts. Milled 1 pact. Did the analyst go to the Yemen in the end? Yes. Get on the plane. Ojoj, ale triggerów. You have to make 4 titans to attack with them. Ay caramba. With no Spelunking in play, we are up for a battle. I guess I could also find the Ghost Quarter and kill my opponent's lands and pass. Is that going to be faster? Might be. I still actually detrimental. Damn. Well, the Icetill triggers are actually not a huge issue because they're going to auto stack. Doesn't actually save you much clock. I guess like yeah, there's no downside to bouncing it. But they auto stack, so like they're auto stack now. It's not much of a clock damage. Mamy na mały śmieć. Dorime, incantare, nuridari.
He's a phenomenal control player.
What were your meals for the day?
My meals for the day. I only eaten twice, I guess. I'll tell you once I'm done looping. Is that okay with you? Ameno dorime. Actually playing wastes. Curious. Ameno dorime. Mine. Urza's mine, actually. Not yours. Get it? Cringe! Nah. It was a good joke. I really wish Kanister would stop trying to be witty funny. It doesn't work for him at all. It comes out super cringy. Yeah, that's true. So the meals today. I ate a muffin at 5:30. Then I ate a hot dog from Żabka at noon. And that's all I eaten so far. I will eat. I'll order something soon. I hope that helps. How much time have I spent lifetime ordering Amulet of Vigor triggers? Days, or maybe even hours. Maybe like, well, probably not that much more than 24 hours. Yeah, like it's pretty hard to spend so much time doing that. No! Ay, ay, ay. I spend my red mana. Fortunately, I have a Crumbling Vestige. Don't let Spike see this. Or what? Haste Grazer? Why? It doesn't do anything to haste a Grazer. Alright, so we are up against Tron. Vexing Bauble is not needed. Ghost Quarters are premium. Collector Ouphe doesn't do enough to bring. I'll cut a Arboreal Grazer and call it a day. Although Grazer puts lands into play faster, including Ghost Quarters, so it's kind of maybe not great. Nah, it's probably fine. Like, I don't really want to draw multi-Grazer still. Although on the draw. Yeah, it's probably still the correct cut. Unless I want to cut a forest. Perhaps. Probably not. Oh, play Saga. Play Ghost Quarter. Pact for Icetill. Die. Sounds good. I'll keep for science. It's a bit weak. Like Lux something. But it's not a Grazer. What it lacks. Louis does here, great point. Which Prime lets you subscribe for free to your favorite streamers? And in fact, I even got an email 2 days ago. What is it? That I'm actually going to get more money per Prime sub in Poland. Which means it probably was very shitty before. One of our top priorities at Twitch is helping streamers across the world earn more money. We regularly monitor regional performance to ensure programs are working as intended. Based on this review, we have decided to increase the payout rate for Prime subscriptions redeemed by Prime members in Poland. Prime members in Poland. Alright, so it doesn't matter. Like, it only matters if you're Polish, I guess. What do you even get from Amazon for subscribing for their Prime? That's a good question. I think I should play the Urza Saga on turn 1, but it's not maybe so clear cut. Oh, miss a land drop? Well, no rush to kill their lands then. Guess they only had one basic, so I can kill their land now. Oh, Jezus, ale ty go skurterów. Yeah, I'm not sure Ghost Quarters would be that good here if my opponent would have skipped. I guess we can Ghost Quarter them, yes. Nothing scares me anymore. Pretty fucked up for the lands deck to bully other decks lands TBHQH. I agree with you. 12-0. We did even the score. I lost to Tron a week ago or something. I hope they print Strip Mine and Lorwyn. They really did in EOE. Eugen's Lab. It was probably pretty bad for me to actually do that. Oh my god. You hope they print Goblin, Sharpshooter, and Lorwyn. Do you? Do you really? You just want Garuk to come back? Please come, yes. Please come, Garuk. I've got that summertime sadness. Summertime sadness. Can I just combo? If I Titan 2 Lotus Fields, then I don't combo. If I Titan Haste, don't combo as well. I mean, like, it's fine. Opponent will have no permanence, so that's fine enough as is. I'm only human. 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 Only human. I'm only human. Only human. Have to pay for a pact. Is there a Gachimushi version of this song? Assuredly, right? Well, that's didn't really amount to much. Was that the best way to play the turn even? Unlikely. Because I can win this turn either. Yeah, I mean, like, they had no out, so it was fun just clicking. I'm just clicking with Ghost Quarter on my opponent's lands. Oh, they drew the swamp! Wait, how did that happen exactly? Alright, this was indeed bullying. Ghost Quartering. My opponent way more than I needed to, frankly. Another Eldrazi Tron opponent, perhaps? That's what the bot says. Would be lovely. And is bad, I'll keep. It's not too bad. We have an Amulet Grazer, we have some capability to ramp. By the way, chat, I love Amulet top 8 of a challenge or showcase challenge or an RCQ reports. Every single time it's going to be, oh yeah, I tried card X to do YZ. And then the matchups are Tron, Affinity, Domain Zoo, and one loss to Storm. So like it didn't matter what you tried, right? In the end. The tag just so rarely actually matters. This is Domain Zoo, not Tron, so let's cycle the Vexing Bauble. Do I like Rain? So-so. Nothing matters, just play cards that bring happiness. Yeah, more or less, like, that's how it ends up being in practice. We could have Doorkeeper Troll. Which is an issue. Because then I can't pay for the Pact easily. I guess I can if I go quarter my Vestige. Which maybe I will. Large with haste? Nah, come on, bro. What's an issue? Capture is the best way to beat Doorkeeper through, and I guess cutting that is not good in the matchup. Thrall and Clarion Conquerors are suckers. Wait, no, actually they're fuckers. Damn. So which ones are they again? That said, let's hope my opponent doesn't have a leyline binding, because then they win on the spot. I have to pay for the Pact, I take 10, and then I take 10 again. No leyline binding, so they won. I mean, I could draw a bounce land to play the Analyst to jump, but then I have no route to victory. So we got Giga High Road by Villain, which I'll blame on bad luck and misfortune. That works typically. Because quarter seems bad against Zoo, even though they don't have too many basics. Like, it seems not real to strip mine them. The route to victory begins with Explore. That's the route to victory, I know, indeed, yeah. Planes. They're not too inclined to fetch the basic, though. Ragavan is a human mutant. Or rather, the character displayed on the Ragavan's card is a human mutant. Yes, he's a human, but also a mutated one in the game. Force of Vigor ever real in this matchup? Force of Vigor doesn't answer the problem cards. I can answer their enchantment already. Lots of people ask. I guess Force of Vigor against Zoo is like a very common question, but I expect them to cut leyline often anyways. It doesn't do anything as my deck. And neither does Scion of Draco, really. And you can't even answer Scion of Draco. with a leyline out. And leyline binding, you have like you have it covered with Boseiju already. And the typical play pattern is that you play Titan and you get a Boseiju with your Titan, so you just kind of always have it available. Or at least often you have it available. No place. Okay, they surveilled an arena. Yeah, we consign body. Probably should rumble first. Doesn't seem to make much sense to analyst out. You can bind the amulet, that's fine. I lose out on my untap. Oh, how I wish I had a Force of Vigor right now. Oh, interesting. Interesting choice, I guess. Spelunking seems kind of weak. Explorer seems kind of weak, and Amulet doesn't. So let's take Amulet. Maybe that choice wasn't as interesting then. Not many lands for my analyst to grab though. Now you have Consign. Is that better to do it this way? Maybe. I guess it's good to hit amulets with Leyline. Binding. Oh yeah, analyst removal. Maybe. Just more bindings, that's okay. Well, I do in fact wish I had a Force of Vigor over Leyline, over Dismember in my hand right now. Whoa, they don't even have a second Surveil? That's crazy. Summer's Pact. Milled Icetill. I have 4 Icestills in my deck. It's okay. Starborn Daniel. Sad. I don't think I want to pay next. Well, maybe I should actually. Yeah. It feels pretty weak to do so though. Maybe it's better. I do sack my Scion then, which is rough. Pay and do what? Search for an Icestill and then just pay next turn. Pay for the Pact next turn, but like my spawn, if it dies, then I die. Sounds bad.
Hi.
My Dismember not looking so good, chat. Alright, we drew another Icestill. Paid off, I guess. Play Saga. Probably a Woodland as well. Florent, thank you very much for the sub and your continuous support. Very nice. Could have maybe played a Boseiju from my graveyard to play a Grazer right now, so I can double block with Grazers on Scion. It doesn't have Death Touch, right? So it's you block 4 damage and then 3 damage, so you block 7 damage total with Grazers. But if I play a Grazer next turn, that's the same, and maybe I will have the extra benefit of putting a land into play from hand, which might be relevant. Chat, we are exploring. I have a hard time believing this zoo deck is any good. Yeah. Sure you do. What are you casting? I am known for my excellent timing. Yeah, Icetill Explorer, but defeats Death Rule with no issue. I could have tried to copy Spelunking, but then I have nothing to do, so I didn't. Next turn my Saga cracks and gets me an Amulet. And I can just start looping. Could also play Gruul Turf from my graveyard to kill a binding with an Amulet. Then I have double Amulet. So that's the goal. I take 1 damage. Oh no, they pass with a card in hand. I will mill my deck when looping because of the explorers. It's going to be annoying. Noż kurwa, nie klikaj tam. Oj, ale coś wymyślił, nie? At least they use their card. Grab a Titan, sure. If you want me to, I will. I can't go to Yemen. Seems like opponent is unfamiliar with the
He's a
F6 button. No, they actually are. Okay, very nice.
Smoking on that shit that made Malevolent Rumble.
I don't get it, Phoenix. Lamerino. But thank you very much for the sub, and I appreciate the continuous support. Just not sure what you're talking about. We were both on 6 this game. Despite how this game went, or rather specifically because of it, I don't want the Force of Vigor in my deck because, you know, now imagine that my opponent doesn't draw 2 leyline bindings, then not so good. Well, is there a forest on top of my deck? We can't know that, so I will mulligan. Icetill Explorer till she Malevolently Rumble. In what sense? Okay, opponent mulligans to 5 actually. Interesting, interesting. You'll likely play a 2-drop, and I guess turn 1 they only scry. Scry is their only move.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Surveil. I'll wait till turn 2 with my Amulet. Seems okay to play Gruul Turf on turn 2. Maybe not. Maybe I should have just played the Amulet and trade, and then I can actually turn 4. Turn 3 Icetill? I don't know. Dr. Turtle Soup, thank you very much for your tier 1 sub. I appreciate your support as well. Maybe we should trim a Grazer against their hate card. Don't want to play Rumble right now into a counterspell. For Spike, can just wait. Rumble next turn, my hand has no action. Is Icetill the real deal, or should you sell yours to vendors this weekend? In Amulet, it's... like, I don't know. Like, it feels pretty unimportant for the games I win, mostly. And I have it in play sometimes and I lose anyways, which I find concerning. Like, there's plenty of games where I got Icetill going, mainly against energy, and it just didn't do anything.
He's a
So I
phenomenal
don't like
control
that.
player.
I have to say,
Yeah.
I am not a fan of those games. But also, like, I'm playing a build with 4, and perhaps playing a single one as a GSZ target is way more reasonable. Nihil Spellbomb, oh, that's sad.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Rumble good?
Very good question, Asmodeus. Let's remember that me playing a card is 1000% an endorsement of it. I consign the Titan trigger. Okay. Reap my graveyard. Leyline of the Guild Pact. Nice card. My opponent was able to tap Thundering Falls instead of Indanthal Triumph to exile my graveyard with Nihil Spellbomb, which is very meaningful. And even more so impressive. Is my country also participating in the Unity League? It truly does, yeah. I got an email telling me I'm qualified for the Polska World Championship. Opponent kept a hand with nothing. Well, they're playing Zoo, like their hands often look like that. They just keep interaction and hope to draw a monster. They don't draw a monster, they die. What is Unity League? I will let you know after I'm done looping. I guess I'm not looping, so I guess I will not let you know. Too bad. European Unity League is a initiative tournament series, which I'm not entirely sure how it all works and where it actually leads in the end, but the like way they do that is that every country has tournaments that you get points for, and eventually they are aiming to finish it off with nationals, which is like in Poland at least it's like top 80 point performers, which includes me. I played in a few tournaments that counted. And then you can become the best Pole and probably fight against the best other nationalities. Well, they also like putting Flage in the graveyard is pretty solid though, right? So you're not unhappy about that. GG, says opponent. Well, I guess I'm fine. Yeah, I will win. Because actually Lotus Field, I sacked the Gruul Turf and Lotus Field, and then I will bring back Tolaria West. So as long as I don't mill my pacts, I win. Getting pretty horrible opening hands today, frankly. I guess that's what I get for hoping that bounce lands will come once I cast Rumble to find them, and then, well, that's my Rumble mana. Oh, on the play, we can do better. Last thing like 8 days ago, Eldrazi Tron. Mole. Okay. Keep Pullback Forest. Rumble, save me. I have to say the triple analyst thing is not playing out well. Drawing analyst so much is just not good. It's a pretty bad card to draw so often. Goes Quarter. Rumble. Well, Spelunking, I guess I need an Amulet. Is Mengu going to beat Kani again? 4 mono cube. Seems like it. Sadly. I would like to draw a land. Untapped land. I guess I just need to break Throne. So I could just play Echoing Deeps as an untapped land, play Spelunking, spending this, and this. It's a bit bad. Get ready to rumble. When playing Hearthstone lately, one of the decks I've been playing was a big Shaman deck. And the big Shaman deck is about summoning a 9-drop monster ahead of curve. And one of the best 9-drop monsters to summon early is called Living Mountain. And the voice line of Living Mountain. Interesting draw. The voice line is Rumble. Okay, let's do this. It also said a funny one-liner, yeah. It said, because it's a living mountain, the line was, "You have reached your peak." I think, at least. Let's check. Walking mountain, not living mountain, actually. The first collectible with Mega Wind Fury, chat. Peak and it's like a mountain. That's a good one. Rumble! I thought he says rumble. Well, you can't really hear the sea. It's rumble. Rumble, yeah, I guess that's mostly what the line is. 2 analysts. Need to draw a land next turn. Any chance I can let them have Tron for 1 turn? I guess no chance. I'll play Eugene and kill my Spelunking and I will be sad. Rumble. Let's see, if they search for a Eugene's Labyrinth, I guess I just let it happen. Because they might just search for a Eugene's Labyrinth. No, they want to force the GQ, so... Of course they did. I'll hit it now. Probably better than waiting for the draw step. O ty kurwa. No nie, Giga punished. I guess it would happen anyways. They always get an extra mana. Can you listen to Shadowwalk voice lines? No, not now. My claws that bite. My jaws that... Right. How about Pacting for Explorer? Seems pretty safe. You have reached your peak. 2 islands? What is this Blutron build? Is it just 2 islands Portent to Calamity? Tron? 4 mana. Carnold. Tormods? That's annoying. Frankly. It's quite annoying. Shifting Woodland is gonna be gone. And GQ. That's rough. I have to pay for the Pact. But I can't have Tron next turn, so I should be alright. Oh, that's a horrible draw. Well, if I draw lands, I'm okay. Okay, Commando. It's not too bad, they can't kill my monster. Analyst draws lands for you. Yeah, that's true, that's true. You can just play Analyst. This would be nice. 2 mana. Talisman, okay. Hopefully no Dismember for my Explorer. Should I play the island? I think so. Lotus Field, that's good. It's really good. Titan costs 9, but it's fine. That is enough to cast a 9 mana Titan. Now we don't want to mill Hanweir. Okay, didn't. Can't use the activated abilities of my Titan. Truly sad. Just kill the most lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. That's still plenty of mana, but with a Eugen's Labyrinth, my opponent could cast something troublesome. A 7 mana card. Or maybe they can cast Portent and just hit. Frankly. So maybe they still have outs. Well, they hit 4 types. Kozak's Command, Expedition Map, Eldrazi Temple, and Urza's Mine. How does that card get around consigned? You still end up casting a colorless spell, don't you? For each card type, you may exile a card of that type from among them? Wait, I don't understand what the card does. You may cast a spell from among the exiled cards. If you exiled 4 or more cards this way. Oh, so they have to hit 4 cards and not 4 types. So for each type 1 card, so they could only hit 3. They only just, it was just a draw 3 in this spot. Okay. I feel like I now have a greater understanding of the card. Because I thought it does something else. Kinda. Seems like Amulet would be a weaker deck if Titan costs 9, but still quite playable. Well, it's like Colestron splashing for Portent of Calamity. Spiritually, it is not really Mono Bluetron. There's no Condescend in it. It's not that deck. Condescend is what makes it Bluetron. What makes Bluetron Bluetron. I think at least. Do I want to board differently against Blue Tron? I don't think I ever played against this variant. It doesn't seem particularly like important for me that they play this variant. Did you have to do kickflops on them before killing them? Yeah, I needed to. They do play talismans, maps, a bunch of stuff. Do I want to Ouphe them? Well, I want to Ghost Quarter them for sure. Has Ghost Vacuum broken the Titan archetype? Didn't have the pleasure of playing against Gorayo yet. Just Ghost Quarter should be good enough. But yeah, Ghost Vacuum. Whoa, I just realized we are playing a ghost-themed Titan because Halloween is approaching. That's so on theme. We have Ghost Vacuum and Ghost Quarter. What's next? Ghost. Huh. Ghost of... Holy shit, Vampire's Vengeance, and like that also fits. Ghost Titan. Ghost Rumble. Do I plan on watching vintage coverage tomorrow? No. Oh, keep. Simic Ghost Chamber. Holy fucking shit. Chat. Simic Ghost Chamber is good. This hand may be a bit sus. I will actually lead on Woodland. So I can play turn 2 Saga Boseiju, a Tronland. But they will have 4 mana. Like the Rumble Ghost Quarter thing just doesn't work too nicely. It's so awkward. Duerike fake papież kremówkę je z takiem porytiku papakiem. Dobra. Because they can play Karn now, that's not gonna be nice. Woohoo, Drew Island. Am I doing it on my turn to play around Squelch? Yeah. I mean, I think it's better to do it on... I mean, is it? Probably worse, actually. Probably no upside. Because Kozilek's command, they don't really benefit from that. Like, they wouldn't get an extra mana. Disruptor Flute. What are we naming? GQ? O ty. 2 flety? Tak, dawaj fluta i jeszcze Icetilla, nie? Dobra, Boseiju, okej. Not ghosting. Perhaps. The illusion of choice. Why not play the first flute on your turn? They didn't know. That's what they wanted to do. I think I should grab Crumbling Vestige, but really it doesn't matter. Well, they probably drew the second flute. I guess maybe it was their first flute back then when they didn't know. Should I play Force of Vigor if they play so many flutes? I guess I shouldn't play so many Ghost Quarters because that's bad. Against flute. Kolos, Tearless Pilgrim. Oh, this is a mid-range game now, chat. I see. Mill Titan, which is good for my Woodland. I'll make a construct now. How hard is this deck on Modo if you're not a fast clicker? It's the hardest. Frankly, it's gonna be a problem for you. Depends how slow of a clicker you are.
He's a phenomenal control
You're just
player.
like, I'm Don't think I'm a
Gruul
particularly fast
kanister.
clicker in general. Just like train myself to click fast on MTGO. It is trainable, but if you have, I don't know, some kind of a impairment that would make you click way slower, then that could be an issue. For Icetill Analyst, Dios mio, I just really want to hit with my Rumble. Thank you very much for the sub. Portable head. You tried playing Titan in the challenge yesterday and you went 0-3 against Tron, just comboing on game 2 all 3 games. Damn. Painful. Villain is probably going to search for Tormod script. Maybe they have something better though. Ah, crypt. Cryptovaluta. Does 30 lands mean you hit less with your Icetill? I thought about this long and hard, and I think that 30 lands is already a shit ton. Like, you don't need to play more lands than that. I think people play too many lands. And they worry too much. Does the construct matter for me? Let's think about it. Well, the flutes are an issue. Cheat. Thank you very much for your vote, although it seems like Mango might win this battle. Okay, they proactively use. Sure. It's gone. Mango has more votes than all 3 of you combined. You think that's funny? I guess it is. And Mirrorpool is gone. Issue. Yeah, for sure, Mark says, like, for sure there's a bot farm in place there. I'm convinced. Mill Titan, please. Fail. I bounce. One naming quarter. Which one did Golos find? Tower, right? Doesn't say in the log, that's a bit annoying. Nice block. Do your worst, Mr. Tron. Play tower and... kurwa no. Is Golos banned in Commander? If so, why? Eugene. Cool. Not that big of a problem, Eugene, I guess. Golos is just too cringe of a commander. You play it and then activate it until the game ends. Okay. I mean, it's 5 mana as well. Well, I need Titan now, but does that even help me, frankly? Forest. Alright, bro, you won. Being Rumble kinda sucks. I guess Tron. They have so much flutes, I'll have the Force of Vigor. Maybe like this. Because I can't Ghost Quarter them. Like, I have 3 Ghost Quarters, so that's a big part of my plan. And Loot is a big part of their plan. I'll keep. I think it's fine on the play, frankly. I mean, I think the hand is actually great. But, you know, turn 3 I Spelunking and I kill their Tron land so they can have turn 3 Tron, and then I play Explorer with 2 GQs. Or at least, well, 1 GQ. Can go to Yemen. Not a bad draw, I guess. Not a great one either. I think opponent can't really do anything, frankly. Maybe play card next turn, that's like the best they can do. But they're kind of fucked. I'll use Boseiju this turn to not lose out on a land drop. True power. Urza's mine. So is Urza's mine. Mine. Greedy Tron player striking again. Float. But yeah, if Tron is spamming floats, then there's no point in playing triple gas quarter. Not at all. It's actually the opposite, there's no point. Oh, maybe I could have played the Vestige from my graveyard for free. Reap. Yeah, should have played the Spelunking from my graveyard. Well, should have played the Vestige first, then I cast Spelunking, then I put Gruul Turf into play, bounce Boseiju, use it. Dobra, zniszczymy Urza's mine because you have to pick one. Mono Blue Tron, not a meme in 2025? Chat, this is not a Mono Blue Tron, really. Oh, I have Dismember. Damn. It's just Tron with a blue spell. It's actually a colorless deck. It does not have Condescend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana next turn still. This turn? Okay, 5 only. I mean, I'm not in a giga great spot, frankly. I have 2 cards. Nice song, Portable Head. Really chill. This is the second time it comes up today that I'm playing 4 Gruul Turfs and 1 Simic Grove Chamber, and the sweeper is like the Tolaria West is not trivial to use. Really? Dismember? Well, I mean, makes sense, but sure. Seems like my opponent's hand is not particularly good. What we were going to mail, Turf Quarter, Lotus Field. I mean, pretty lucky for them to have decided to make the play they did. Oh, ja pierdolę. Awkward. Abstergo. They have nothing to return. Well, they have maps, I guess. They do have 7 mana though. Devourer. Oh yeah, they revealed that. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't do anything. Malevolent Rumble. Alright, I put my trust in you. Titan. It's pretty good. Wow, 4 sweepers. I misclicked. I meant to play 3 and I accidentally registered 4. This is Abstergo Entertainment. They make Assassin's Creed games there. Do we win? I think so. Well, I'm just trying things out, skills. MTG is not about converting, it's about trying cards out and then pretending that you understand which one you think is the best. And then yeah, that's mostly it. I can go to Yemen. I'm an analyst. Get on the plane. It is fun, like when you're playing the Ghost Quarter, it is fun that you just get to kill them all. Just clear your opponent's board fully. It does have a certain charm. Increases win rate by 0% though. Yeah. Well, at least that triple Ghost Quarter, that's for sure is bad. You just don't have time. Like, they play flutes, you just play into that. That's bad. I mean, like, a 0% increase is still an increase, right? So... Whoops. Oh, I kurwa and missed my combat. The fact that you can do it under 3 minutes makes me cry. Yeah, it's a bit sad. How is a 0 an increase? Well, plus 0. Oh no, they have him up now. Actually, you know, I'll just attack them. You can have him up. Need to mulligan. Point on 6 already. This is fine. Put back Deeps or Bauble.
He's a
Maybe
phenomenal
Deeps.
control player.
I think a Cycler might be better than a 6 mana worth of lands. Already have 2 bounce lands. On the draw, maybe the bubble is going to be meaningful if my opponent is trying to escape shift me as well. Duku. 2 bounce lands looks pretty good here, that is true.
Phenomenal control player.
Hey pretty one.
Whoa, beta at 61 cards, but it's actually affinity. Well, I guess Vexing Bauble is nice. Should I play it though? They didn't play any zeros. I guess I don't care. They might be holding zeros for the warp card. That is true, but they could play the warp card on turn 1 and play the zeros. So it doesn't make that much sense, like, to
He's
play
a
Springleaf
phenomenal
Drum instead of
control
playing out
player.
your Pinnacle Emissary and your zeros on turn 1. So I think they just don't have it, and clearly they don't. Unless they have to. Yeah, chat, keep making up weird scenarios. I don't believe you anymore. Alright, I'll play the bubble now. Is this scenario that weird? Yeah, it is. Explosives on 1. Holy shit. They could rebuke me. Which seems disastrous if I let that happen. Seems like they have 6, so I don't think they have it. Should I play my Explorer now? No, let's not. Like, I'll be fine. It can't really do anything. I have Boseiju. I can spam Boseiju pretty well. No one plays Rebuke. Well, some people do, for sure. Even if brave people cut it, because it's a little bit shit and modern. Also, Da Vinci, thank you for your Prime sub, 49 months, giga-based. Titanos. It's just bad in the main. I agree, yes. Please do more modern decks. Sure, I'm playing a giga different version of Titan today. It's a big deal that it's so different. And you want me to do more modern decks? What's that keep from the opponent? I just drew a Kappa Cannoneer every draw step. A mulligan to 6. This version of Titan needs Sandman and 6. I agree with you wholeheartedly. No szmelca jest do bana, to się zgadzam akurat, Ardosik. Dobrze powiedziałeś.
He's a phenomenal control player.
No, opponent's hand is 3 Pinnacle Emissaries, they're just waiting for more zeros to get better value from their ability. Just don't want to do it right now. Whoops. That's fine. For I was still bouncing, yet I was sacrificing. Guess I have to not mill my deck, actually. It's actually important. In that case, I'll stop comboing because it's fine already. I'm in a good spot. You can Otawara the Ice-T. I know. That's why I bounced the Otawara back to my hand to keep it up as an option. I pass. I use explosives. I exploded my own drum. Now I will pass the turn and die. Affinity is a good deck. Affinity is a good deck. Oh, kurwa. It is time to unleash the Pinnacle Emissary, chat. Sits. Can you not Woodland Bauble in response? I can. But I think I can live with my opponent resolving their artifacts. In fact, I actually won already. How many kami of the bamboo grooves should we be running? Probably 4. I'll play them over Grazers. Holy shit, Affinity popping off. I'm on a draw. Bobble out. We'll bring Firespout and Collector Ouphe. This is actually a combo because the Fopters that you want to sweep fly. And Ouphe doesn't, so you can pay green mana and it survives. How many Grazers is too many? Would you play 6? Probably not. I think 5 would be pushing it. I want to cut the pacts. Maybe 1. I think you mean drone token. What did I say? I guess I meant drone. Top tier. Sure. No, I meant top tier. I meant what I said. I don't know if it's wise to cut Pact. Kind of cut off an angle. But I can transmute my TOS in this version anyways. Because I only have 1 growth chamber. So like maybe I should play more growth chambers and then I would be able to, but I don't, so I can't. Hand is pretty bad, I guess, but that has never stopped me. Affinity playing Scalding Tarn is... it just feels off. What's next? Surveillance? Explore better moments? Not sure. I think I will Saga. I have Consigne. Nope. When will what you see print Artifact Surveillance? Artifact Surveil. How would Artifact Surveil work as a mechanic? Shadow Spear. What was the keep? Shadow Spear, czyli gruszka cienia. Cieni. Well, I have a Tormo script, so it's of no use. If they want to beat me with constructs, why didn't they play Saga on turn 1? Makes you think. Capichon? I don't know what to do. Maybe just cast a Rumble after exploring. Icetill Lily. Iced. Maybe they'll crack the crypt now. Would be nice. If wasteful. I don't know. Aspiring Spike! Welcome viewers to the Canny stream. We're playing the Modern Challenge with Amulet Titan, but actually with 4 explorers. But importantly, go vote for my cube so it makes it to MTGO. Chat. Stakes are high. Currently, Mango has 443 votes versus 200 of ours, so, well, I need most of you to contribute. Holy shit. Ah, Kurka. Should I get a Ghost Quarter here to kill the Saga? I don't know if that's actually good. How is No Ban Legacy different than Vintage? The name they chosen is pretty unfortunate, and I wouldn't have called my cube that. This instead. Just a chill cube. With, like, I would say its power level is like roughly modern. Nah, it's not really modern. There's no pitch spells, there's no free interaction. And the key card I'm building all interactions in the cube around is Manifest Dread. So I guess it's a Manifest Dread cube, yeah. It's just the most accurate way to put it. Manifest Dread, 1G sorcery, Manifest Dread. Damn, awesome. Likely they will pop the crypt before they have no lands. That is true, but I mostly cared about the Urza Saga. The Kappa alone is a free turn clock probably, and with a construct it's a faster one. And I'll find a Boseiju in time as well. Likely. Oh, Bauble cracked. Play a Steam Vents. Oh, shocked. Are we holding a sink into stupid? Seems like it. Combo, right? Combo, right. Well, there's a Tormo script in play, so I'm trying to think through the implications of the card before, and they sink into stupor in my opponent's hand likely, so I'm trying to, you know, think through the implications of those 2 cards before I commit any moves. But yeah, combo, right? Just combo. They did look at me, so I guess maybe they don't have sync, they look at themselves. Second main phase combo if he goes quarter now. Second main phase combo if he goes quarter now. Just Boseiju the Crypt. Kurwa no, zajebiście poradzicie tutaj sobie ze wszystkim, widzowie. Kurwa, dobrze, just Boseiju the Crypt, but I want to play my land first. Can we backseat gaming? Yeah, sure, that's fine. I think if I do this, that puts my opponent in a tough spot. Wait, milled one extra. Whoops. Well, too bad. Actually, that's fine. Well, I could do that Oink Mage, but I can also win this turn. Which seems valid to me. Wait, so the second Lotus Field is in my deck, yeah. Did I miscount? I have 9 mana.
He's a
Well, that's a
phenomenal
problem, maybe.
control player.
Not a huge one, though. But I guess if no, 9 is good. 9 is good, yeah. Through both Rebuke and the other one, the Rebuke for the weak Rebuke. Pseudo Chound, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate your support. Wow, ale triggerów wywaliło. Okej. Yield until end of turn to Icetill Explorer. We Boseiju the Kappa so we can have as long as we want. Just like we talked about. Kappa is gone. Hey, Kappa, Kappa, hey, Kappa, Kappa, hey. How did we bait opponent into cracking crypt? I did target it with a Boseiju. Misstacked the triggers, I guess. If I mill over an Otawara. Okay, lucky. If I milled Otawara, then it would be a bit annoying. Alright, Explorer gone. No longer an issue. Is my Mirrorpool exiled? It is not. It's just not in play. Oh, it is in play. Boseiju is good bait, true. Where's Hanweir? Just still in my deck, crazy. How does my deck win? Good question. I wonder. Can make infinite everything. Including infinite titans, so that's how you win. Yeah, just win with combat damage, I guess that's a good way to put it. Whoops! Yeah, I mean, that's good enough. Oh, because I copied a Titan? And it shows the same target? Okay. Hopefully my opponent doesn't draw a Tom Scour. Would be a shame. Is Inverter legal in Modern? It is, yes. I used to... There was an Inverter deck in, I think, MH2 Modern? For a little bit. It was fringe and there was just one guy playing it in the prelims, but it was played. Eldrazi Temple, Relic of Progenitus, really bad mana, Sheldok Isle, Underground River. I think that person ran it for some reason. I'm not sure they needed colorless mana though, so why would they play Underground River? There was also the Mirror. I think I remember playing the Mirror a little bit. Mirror of Fates, I think, is the name of the card. With just Mirror of Fates. Lets you exile your deck. No, of Fate maybe? Of Fate, yes. Choose up to 7 face-up exile cards you own. Exile all the cards from your library, then put the chosen cards on top of your library. Crazy effect. Alright, Saga sits. Doesn't say order. Yeah, kinda weird. Oh no. E, X2. Not good. Tooth and Nail for Oracle and Leveler. Crazy one card combo. Maybe that's the win con for your Tron decks. One said, great deck, always fun to see it popping off. GG. Did they mean it unironically? Damn, they live a happy life. Who's the funniest person you know? Nathan Fielder. Four board wipes. The fourth board wipe was a misclick. Did I have Delirium? Yeah, I did. Pact, Rumble, Analyst, Land. Like, land is taken for granted, right? If you want to return any lands, you have to have lands. This is not good, no. How does 4 Icetill feel over having any escape shifts? It's probably pretty bad to play that, like... Even if you don't play Explorer, if you don't want to play Explorer. So like this list is an experiment. The experiment is to play maximum possible amount of Rumble hits. Just no spells whatsoever in the deck, mono permanents. I played against good matchups, so it's been working well. But OS. That's about the extent of what I can say. What was the problem with the last hand? The 7 just felt a bit weak. It's a mirror match, so it's a bit brutal. No time to mess around on the draw. Guess most of their decks I would keep it. Well, I was successful in, I guess, playing the least amount of misses for Rumble, but Kramer, it's pretty awkward. Well, I guess Reclaimer kinda shits on my GQ. Not too bad in this spot once I move to 5. Green creature doubled Zen chance. Well, not for 0 mana, probably. I don't know what to do with my force. 60 plus card amulet decks are Probably overall pretty unserious because that's nice. Ooh, awesome. Which one do I want to pitch? That said, 60 plus card decks are mostly unserious because Amulet of Vigor is the best card in the Amulet deck, so like you will end up drawing it less, so I think that kind of trumps all of the other upsides. Probably pitch Pact. Kind of redundant to have Spelunking plus Amulet, but I mean that's fine. Do I do any Spelunking myself? Well, I'm about to. Spelunk once. Spelunk twice. Oh, nice. Now I draw a Bounce Land, Vesuva, Crumbling Vestige, or Lotus Field, and it's good. John Jones. I don't recognize the name, but I do recognize the person that died in a cave spelunking because they got very deep for no reason. Well, how much will I do with a single amulet? Hopefully not enough. I can't really do much about that. Interesting. Mykosin Gardenos. Yeah. But I have quarter for that. Not sure on that, but I think it leaves my opponent in a bit of a rough spot. Attack? What? Why did you attack? Do you not have any more Urza Saga? State your reasoning, opponent. Why did you hit me? Why is the number on my avatar being 17 and not 20 important? I don't get it. I guess Reclaimer getting +2/+2 once you have 3 lands in your graveyard was a downside for my opponent here because they just attacked for no reason. Oh, I'll enjoy Grazer anyway, so fuck me. Sake Forest. Not the bog. Shifting Woodland. Wrong target, okay. One said they hit the wrong target. They didn't mean to hit Shifting Woodland. I think Lotus Field should be pretty good for me to draw, but I'm not entirely sure. Good enough. This would be a good spot to draw Scape Shift. Like, regardless of what you do, it seems pretty responsible to play the first 1 or 2 Scape Shifts, because that's just kinda... like, that's where the card is the greatest, just expands the range of the things you can top deck by so much. Rumble, Rumble. Okay, I had a Boseiju, not great. How well do you know their deck? Well, I know Amulet pretty well. Vestige, Haste, Chamber, Otawara. That's the basic play. I'm just thinking if I can do something better than that. I think it's not easy. Is it better to get Vesuva over Hanweir? I don't think so. If I bounce the Titan, my opponent can copy Amulet, copy Amulet with Guardians, find a Bones land, replay it, play Titan with 2 Amulets. So the Otawara line seems not so great to me for that reason. If I copy a Titan in combat, can I do that? And maybe that's useful slightly. You can Gruul Turf, Hanweir, Haste, pick up Turf, Grazer it back, bounce Vestige in combat, grab Otawara SGC and keep it up for their combat step. Well, they won't need the combat step though. I think it's probably better to destroy Shifting Woodland. Don't think I can copy Titan though. It does, like, the issue is that it doesn't put me in a good position, really. But I mean, I live, so that's nice. Then I'm looking to draw, I don't know what, because they have the Reclaimer, which can copy Bojuka Bog. I think it's better for me if they don't block. And now I keep up my effects just so that they can't get an Amulet for their turn, because I think that's my hope, that they're like that because of my Amulet their turn is gonna be too weak. Nice. They took it. Dangerous. Is Eldritch Reclaimer good in Titan? It's been pretty good for my opponent this game, I think. It's been horrible for me when I played it, for the most part. It seems to do well in games where a player mulligans to 5 and then pitches Force of Vigor, though. Because those games are giga low resource, and then the Eldritch Reclaimer persistent effect matches up well against Boseiju and Ghost Quarters. They even skipped an attack with the Reclaimer for no reason. Or rather, they performed an attack and skipped an activation on one turn for for no reason, seemingly, and when I tried boarding it in the mirror earlier, it's been quite bad in games where people had more than 5 cards in hand. Will you further explore this version after today? Probably, like, I wouldn't want to play a free analyst. I think that there's very little use in that. I would just play a pair of anti-synergistic scape shifts in my deck, rather than that. Then do that. Alright, do I care about the Otawara? Still for Icetill? Not sure, probably not. I don't think the card is great enough to like be your main card. And the Ghost Quarter block is just kind of hard. It doesn't happen too often. I don't know. You can have your Otawara, it's fine. Creature in my graveyard for delirium purposes. Or do they pass? They pick up a Boseiju on their own. I don't know how to play this game. Vesuva. We can kill their blue source, that is true. Except that I can't kill other Reclaimer, who is a blue source as well. I think we're dead if we attack. Well, if I don't attack, I'm giga dead, so like there's no no point in not attacking. Could play the Vesuva and then have a Vesuva in play, so if they bounce I can copy the Titan. I don't think I wanted to do that though. That's less mana than I could have produced in other ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the Reclaimer is too much. Maybe they won't though. Or they drew Vesuva. And a Coin Deeps. For sure. Can go to Yemen. I'm an analyst. Melt Basland. No i tapuję tutaj tego elfiego skurwysyna. Get amulet, double amulet, sure they win. Let's go. Let's fade Force of Vigor. We need no expedition map. Turn 3, I play Urza's Cave. Mana, mana, mana. Lotus Field, pow, pow. Pow, 9 mana, Titan, win. I don't need a bounce land. I have it right here. I just need not to get Force of Vigor on my Amulet Saga opening. I was joking, you buffoon. Holy shit. Which I guess Rumble is sort of better than Explorer would be here because it guarantees the third mana to activate Cave. I have priority on my turn. Can I wait on Amulet? No, I can't. I need all the mana. What's on running more bounce lands since we always have 2 amulets if we shuffle correctly? Oh no! Jaki podły, copy my Saga and then destroy my things? They move to 5? They did! How many cards is Force of Vigor? It's just 2. Rip. Still might be okay. Oh, that's nice. That's good to see. Yeah, still Titan next turn with the Lotus Field. So I should be alright. But I'm just Spelunking. Ghost Quarter. Huh. That's fine. Sort of. I could die to Scapeshift next turn, plus something in hand, plus green source, so it's not too easy to die, but... I guess I can just Titan for 2 Ghost Quarters, maybe that's better than... Yeah, probably. Well, they can Ghost Quarter my Boseiju, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I should Lotus Field and Vesuva. Maybe Vesuva their GQ. Well, I have 2 GQs in my hand, so... in my deck, so... I could just fetch that. Escape shoot on 3 lands and a half. If you have a payoff in hand, then it's gonna be fine, yes. No possible way to beat 2 GQs from our opponent, I think. Alright, I'll give you one. They untap, they play Forest, they play Scapeshift. And they have a Summoner's Pact in hand. That seems quite possible. So the Ghost Quarters seem actually pretty bad. I think it's better to get Boseiju plus Bounce Land. Maybe I'll GQ the Bounce Land and keep the one open. Well, I meant not to use my GQs at all. Keep them open. But like then, what does it do for me? I think it doesn't help much. Maybe I should just go Vesuva Lotus Field to play the second Titan and then haste a Titan. And then they're forced to GQ, which is also better for me, since like I can't prevent them for 100% anyways. The Titans seem better in play, right? Well, what does Titan do? It fetches lands, right? So double Titan, no lands, means I'll have lands anyways. Simple. I haven't pacted, right? The pact is from Rumble. So Jover for the op? No, not necessarily. They could capture me next turn. If their hand is good, that is. But I'm forcing them to pop their GQ. Or I'll kill their Spelunking. They might just want to pop the GQ on the Hanweir now. It's quite reasonable to do so. Quite responsible, in fact. Well, I'm not even the last match. Bellfly and Rasta are still playing, so no need to rush. No need to rush. Well, I can attack and find Boseiju plus bounce, right? So why not get an attack in? You didn't? Yeah, well, but they could also stop the Boseiju with GQ. They could GQ my Boseiju. Then I also don't get Boseiju. So, like, what was important this turn was to force my opponent to GQ at any point, and this was a fine point to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No nie! Ty skurwysynu, nie? A nie, to jest Zenit, dobra, it's good, it's good. It's not a... Don't worry, Chad, it's not a unbeatable card. Instead, it's a very beatable card. Well, if I'm beyond relieved that my opponent has played an Icetill Explorer and not a... Scapeshift. What does that mean? Probably means that, yeah. Destroy Splunk. Just cut off amulets and that's sorcery speed, I guess that's the best I can do. Oh, exactly 12, they have 12. Life total plus toughness, so that's good. Wasn't Mirrorpool better? I guess it was, yeah. I have 1 GQ in my deck and could get 2 GQs. That would be actually way better. Replace Boseiju. No, yeah. Scape Shift proved to be stronger, I guess. Well, I have 3 GQs in my deck. But yeah, if I Mirrorpool copy, then I have another Titan. I have GQ, GQ. One of them is copied from my opponent's graveyard, one of them is from my deck. Wouldn't have helped here, maybe. I guess I could just use them. My opponent would have fewer manas. We lost to the card we unloved. No, I love Scape Shift. Oh yeah, I guess Mirrorpool can... Well, I don't have Boseijus in my deck. I already used them. One Pact in the graveyard, one in hand, okay. Wait, what if they mill Woodland now? Well, they have the Urza Cave, so they can't. Unless they yield to the triggers. Oh, opponent, click the Saga trigger first. They did mill Woodland, chat. Where is Echoing Deeps though? It's right here. They could copy Explorer with Mirrorpool though to replay it, so it's not an issue. That's fine. How's the Explorer? Let's go. Wait, what now? Chat, they conceded. They, they did not time out. Bouncing Explorer doesn't give extra land drop. Yeah. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. They wanted to